Hello, Good Shepherd and Saints Francis and John. I'm Father Lin Nguyen, pastor of Saints Francis and John. This week we prepare for the 14th Sunday in Ordinary Time. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark. Jesus departed from there and came to his native place, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were astonished. They said, "Where did this man get all this? What kind of wisdom has been given him? What mighty deeds are wrought by his hands? Is he not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and the brother of James and Joseph, and Judas and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor except in his native place, and among his own kin, and in his own house." So he was not able to perform any mighty deed there, apart from curing a few sick people by laying his hands on them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. Friends, in the game of golf, there is so much wisdom of the game that it can also point to life's wisdom. For example, golf is a game to play and not to win. You can swing as hard as you can, as long as you can maintain your balance. You think long, you think wrong. Everything that you think is right, it's wrong. Good swing tempo is when you swing from within yourselves. All this golf wisdom can apply to one's own life. Living wisdom of how to live life correctly to obtain true happiness. It would be foolish to live life to win, or live life at a quick pace while maintaining the balance of one's well-being. How often do we have the chance to really look at ourselves sincerely? I love golf because it is the game where you try to beat yourself. Friends, I think today's gospel presented the same reality that encourages us to look at ourselves. Jesus was not able to be accepted in his hometown because everyone already decided that they knew him. Jesus was not being allowed to present who he really was. They are perhaps jealous of Jesus because he can do those mighty deeds and they cannot. This dilemma stems from being insecure, which itself is core of the sinful nature. It causes us to constantly live in the state of rivalry and dwelling deep in our brokenness. When we are in this critical darkness, even God cannot elevate us. As in today's gospel, Jesus tried to perform many miracles, but because of their insecurity and hardness of heart, only a few were open to his grace. God intends to lead us out of this cycle of insecurity through Christ's passion and death and resurrection. We are meant to follow into Christ's freedom by abandoning our selfishness and embrace the gift of freedom in God. In other words, we cannot accept what God has given us if we don't know who we are and what we need. Another way of saying this in golf's language, you don't know how hard you should swing if you don't know what is your level of being in balance. So friends and family, here is an activity. Would your family talk about what tends to draw your eyes away from God? What are the greatest challenges to your faith? How conscious are you in your everyday life of the presence of God in your midst? So God bless, and see you at Mass.